Alright guys, what's up? It's Bill from County Line. We're here down in the garage again. I'm pretty much solo tonight. Right now I have just been doing a little bit of painting, and I'm working on getting some of the glue off of this door, because as you remember, I bought this off of a work truck, the doors that is, and it said like Brad's Camper Rental on it, so you can still kind of see the line from it where the paint is dulled from the sun and stuff, and where the vinyl was, it's still pretty shiny. But I think if I take buffing compound with a buffer, I should be able to even that out a little bit. But like I said, this is just a beater truck, so I'll show you what I got going on. Okay, so now this side finally has some paint. So I just painted and clear coated it with that silver wheel paint. Looks alright. I gotta do the blue up here yet. And I gotta plasti dip. That's the last fender flare that needs plasti dip. This door's ready to go back on pretty much. I get to put the fenders and bumper back on, all that fun stuff. But for right now, I have to try and get this off. As you can see, it says, if I can get in here, Brad's Camper Rental. And you can sort of see it a bit better back here. You can definitely see Brad good. Honestly, I think you're better off just doing it whenever it's not hot, because what it does is the glue is actually like stretching along the body panel. So, and it's not drastically hot, it's just kind of cold in here. That's why it's steaming. But yeah, just do it cold. The heat gun does not help, so the more you know. Alright guys, definitely the way to do this is just spray the adhesive remover on, wipe it off with a semi-coarse towel. All that I did here was I took this door here and I just put some real cheap dollar store turtle wax, spray and wax on it. And what that did was, you can still see, because I haven't buffed this or anything yet, but you really got to look for it. See how close you got to get? So the little bit of wax helps break up, you know what I mean, the light spots and the dull spots. Once this is buffed, I'm pretty confident that, I don't believe it'll go away 100%, but you're really going to have to look for it to see it. So, I mean, the door looks pretty decent. I paid 75 bucks for the door. This adhesive stuff down here is really hard to get off. Probably just going to rob the trim pieces off of my old door. Right there. Pull them off and 3M tape them on whenever the time is right. In all honesty, the silver matches up like really good. And all that is duplicolor wheel paint. So I have to say the silver was definitely a pretty good match for the money, because you have to figure wheel paint's about $6 a can, and duplicolor for the small cans are, I don't know, like $9. So that's $3 a can more. That adds up whenever you're doing, you know, here, 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 and then you double that for the other side, plus the rocker panel that's underneath the door. So, so far so good. I'll keep you updated. Hopefully I can get this fender hung over here now. Alright guys, and I'm back. So, try to get out of this glare here. I removed the little pinstripe that came down the side of the fender. I just threw a little bit of that turtle wax stuff on it just to give it a little bit of shine. Let's move this light over here so we can actually see what we're talking about. This light's awesome. It's like extremely bright. So, got the fender on. This half of the truck actually looks like a truck, and I must say, it does not look bad. It does not look bad at all. So, moving along, back here, let me grab the portable light. So back here, it's not gonna reach, oh well. I hit this silver tailgate with a Scotch-Brite pad and then a paint prep pad. I'm gonna get the old masking tape, just mask off the Dodge in that symbol. This will actually get DA'd down next summer and painted correctly. I'm not even gonna paint the jams. I'm just gonna paint it so that it's not like, you know, that kind of sticks out. So at least make it blue. I got the Duplicolor blue, and I also got a little bit of clear coat, Duplicolor clear coat to match the paint. So it is Patriot blue, so it'll work. So I will show you guys how this goes. So let me get this thing taped on. All right, question of the day. Can you paint something and make it not look like crap with a can? Specifically Duplicolor Perfect Match. Small cans are about $9 a piece. I have 2 of them, and I've used a little bit of this one to do like over top of the bed and, you know, little stuff like that. I need to make sure I leave myself enough to finish that off, but that's really the only other thing I'm going to need it for. So if it starts getting low, I'll probably hit that with a coat. But regardless, we're going to try and make this look halfway decent. I have scuffed it down with a Scotch-Brite pad, wiped it down with a, it's a paint prep cloth, and we're going to see how this actually looks. So I actually think I'm going to try to just put this against my chest and start laying coats on. I taped everything off, FYI as well. So I'm actually going to start up here because I have a feeling I'll end up forgetting it if I don't. Here I'd say. Also, see, I almost forgot it. So looking bluer already. All right, I just finished up with coat number 2. I had to grab some lights because it's you're not going to see the light spots and the dark spots unless you have some light. And as you can see, like I have fan marks and stuff in it, so it's still pretty light, the paint. It's still not where I need it to be. So I'd say it's going to take the rest of this can and probably half the other can before this thing's fully covered. So we'll be moving on to coat number 3 here shortly. This stuff dries really fast too, by the way. That is coat number 3. It's going to be one more, and I think that's going to be pretty much good enough. Now, to be clear, this is not a replacement for a paint gun. That is not what I'm trying to say here. And I forgot to do this again. Anyway, this is not a replacement for a paint gun. Obviously, look at where I'm working. You know what I mean? This building is under construction right now because we're trying to make this a workable garage. I have no other choice because this is the only facility I have to do the work on this truck. Do you think that it's a good idea to paint with this floor? No, obviously not. Not worth the effort. It's my winter ride, it's my tow truck, it's my hunting vehicle, and I'll probably spray it with a gun next year because we will have a paint booth in the next room over. However, if you don't have the means of doing it with a paint gun, this may be a viable alternative. So that's pretty much sort of an experiment. So let's see what happens on coat 4. Don't be afraid. You got to put a lot of paint on this to cover it because this can doesn't spray very thick. But once you get to about coat 5, it really starts to look like the color. I'll tell you what, it does not look that bad at all. That's 5 coats. You know, I definitely got a little bit of contamination right there. I don't know if that's from the cloth or what, but hey man, for what it is, this can is pretty much whooped. So I'm done doing the tailgate for now, and I'm going to save a little bit that's left in this can for the touch-up work over here. Probably put a couple more coats on this because I got nervous, so I just taped this off, did my touch-up work that needed done, That way it's done. You know what I mean? I don't need any more glue on the rest of the vehicle, so that'll be it. So 2 cans of this did all my little knick-knack stuff in a tailgate. So, I mean, about 1.5 cans will do a tailgate. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth. I got some clear coat coming this way, so that'll be the next step in this process. On to the clear coat. All right, got the fender flare on. It's pretty good. Came over here. I buttoned up the inside right there, so I got weather molding back on, so the door actually closes nice and easy now. Body lines line up really nice. Truck looks, this side looks great. Now if we could just get the other side to match, we'll be in really good shape. So back here, this is after 5 coats, and we got a blue tailgate. So I got some clear. We're gonna clear it now. It's been about 30 minutes. The whole thing is you gotta wait 30 minutes after you put paint on to throw clear, and I think it's like 4 or 5 coats wet of clear. So let's see how much better this thing looks on the clear coat. Right, so here's your Duplicolor clear coat. I got 1 can of it, so I hope that it's enough. Now it says completely dry between coats. Realistically, I'm probably getting maybe 2.5 heavy coats out of this. It would take probably 2 cans to actually do a good coat of clear coat on it, but I got 1, so yep, that is coat number 2. I actually think I'm gonna get probably 3 coats out of this can. I'm actually pretty shocked, but it's literally drying as we speak. It looks good. I mean, at least the truck is all one color. I don't have a silver tailgate, so I mean, like I said, what's there to complain about? It's what, 18, yeah, 20 some bucks. Yeah, whatever. At least it's all one color. The remainder of the night was spent bolting on doors and fenders and getting the bumper lined up. Headlights went in, and the thing actually started to look like a truck. All that's left now is to get underneath it with an air chisel, knock off any remaining rust, go over it with a wire brush, and use that new Duplicolor rust sealer, kind of like a Pour 15, sort of, out of an aerosol can. So I'm going to do that in the floorboards, get the whole thing nice and rust-proofed for the winter, and this thing should do right by me for a really long time, hopefully. So essentially this video was to show you that just because you don't have a paint booth and custom body tools and all the know-how in the world, if you get something that is rusted out, which is pretty common in Pennsylvania, you can make it look pretty decent with just things you can get at Advanced Auto Parts, Napa, and even your local Walmart has a lot of body supplies, at least mine does. So guys, tell me what you like about the video and what you'd like to see next. Click that subscribe button, give this video a like, and revisit this page for more motorized nonsense. This is Bill from County Line Racing, and I'll see you on the frame. That's coming up next.